Okay, so in this last section of the review for the parabolas test and long division / synthetic division test, that's what we're going to look at is the division part. All right, so for this number 30, we have 2 into the fourth plus 5 into the third plus 10x squared, all being divided by 10 into the third. So I just wrote these all out separately. We have 2 into the fourth that's divided by 10 into the third. Okay, and that's just a fraction that we can simplify. 2/10 simplifies to 1/5. And then into the fourth divided by into the third, you just do 4 minus 3, which is 1, so that's n over 5. And then 5 into the third divided by 10 into the third, 5 over 10 simplifies to 1/2. And of course the n cubed divided by n cubed, they just cancel each other out. So there's no n variable left there. And then finally 10n squared divided by 10n cubed, we actually end up with 2 minus 3, which is -1, so we end up with an n in the denominator. So 1 over n. 10 over 10 is just 1, but we have to replace this, so 1 over n, okay? All right, 31. Same thing. I just wrote them all individually. We have a 5x cubed divided by 4x cubed. That's 5/4 plus. Then we have a 2x squared divided by 4x to the third. You have an x here in the denominator, or you do 2 minus 3, which is x to the -1. We write it as +1 in the bottom, so 2x, or 1/2 x. 2/4 becomes 1/2. And then 4x divided by 4x cubed. This is understood to be a 1. That's 1 minus 3, which is -2. X to the -2 in the denominator is written as x squared, and of course it's 1 over x squared, so that it is in the denominator. All right, let's take a look at the next page. All right, so 32 and 33 are very similar. Okay, I wrote them out a little differently where I just used the one division bar, okay, but it's really the same, the division bar there. Okay, so you can take a look at those two. Let me go over though 34, okay. On 34, I used the synthetic division. Okay, 9p to the fifth plus 45p to the fourth plus 8p plus 31 is all being divided by p plus 5, all right? If you set p plus 5 equal to 0, then p is equal to -5, and that's what we use with our synthetic division. All right, you set that up, -5, and then you write all of the coefficients. Be sure you write the coefficients where you represent all of the necessary degree or exponents. So we have 9p to the fifth, 45p to the fourth. We do not have a p to the third, so I put a place value of 0. And then p squared, we do not have 1, so I wrote a 0. And then p to the 1 I wrote is 8. And then I wrote my 31 here as well. And then, if you don't remember, you bring down your 9. Okay, then you start multiplying. -5 times 9 is -45. 45 minus 45 is 0. Now all of these zeros are just going to stay the same. So here where you see the 8, that's -5 times 0, which is 0. 8 and 0 equals 8. And then finally, -5 and 8, or times 8 is -40. 31 minus 40 is -9. And now you have your answer, okay? Now you do not have to write these zeros in your answer, but you just need to understand that you have 9p to the fourth, because 5 minus that 1 is 4, 9p to the fourth, plus 8, and then minus 9 is your remainder, so minus, and then 9 over 5, p plus 5, all right? That's an example of synthetic division, okay? And then let's take a look at number 36. Okay, so in 36, we're going to have to use long division. 6k to the fourth minus 10k to the third plus 54k minus 89, all divided by 6k minus 10. I can't really set this equal to 0 and get a whole number. We would get a fraction. So we're just going to set it up with long division. So 6k minus 10 divided into all of this. We take a look at, by the way, also remember you need to have everything represented when you divide. So this did not have a k squared, so I wrote 0k squared for that place value. Now, 6k goes into 6k to the fourth, k to the third times, okay? So k to the third times 6k is 6k to the fourth. And then k to the third times -10 is minus 10k cubed. Then you subtract these. Probably should have that in parentheses, but you see that you will get 0. Well, then you can just bring down your 0 and nothing's going to change. So I finally brought down my 54K and my minus 89, and now that's what I'm dividing by 6K minus 10. 6K goes into 54K 9 times. And we have 9 times 6K, it's 54K. 9 times negative 10 is minus 90. When you subtract both of these, the 54K minus 54K just cancels, there's 0, but negative 89 minus negative 90, that's negative 89 plus 90, which is 1. You have a remainder of 1. So we have K to the third plus 9 plus 1 over 6K minus 10. And that's the answer for number 36.